Hello there, welcome back to another Wheels and Journeys YouTube review. I'm your host Prashirwin Naidu and you are welcome with me inside the Ranger Raptor. Now I know many of you are wondering what is so spectacular about this big and beastly Bakkie. Well, it's sport orientated, it has a lot of gumption, it is a tad bit thirsty, but it is basically the epitome of cool that is planted on a rugged exterior or rugged chassis or platform. But the point I'm trying to say is, yes, it's crazy, it's unnecessary, but it's cool. Design point of view from this car overall, it looks mean. Ours came in this illuminated orangey color. You do stick out like a sore thumb, and it is wrapped in these thick rubbery all-terrain tires. You'll notice also the wheels are a little smaller, so it makes the scuffings and potholes and curbs, it can handle wheels quite well. Design exterior, it's beefier. You'll see those two exhaust pipes just flash out at you on this Bakkie. It also has side steps, nice front end design with those matrix LED headlamps, which looks cool. But overall, it looks like a normal Ranger basically, but this time crazier, unnecessary, crazier. It is endowed with a 3-liter V6 turbocharged petrol motor, so it has a lot of gumption, a lot of torque, precisely 294 kilowatts and 584 newton meters of torque, so it is punchy at the tap of your foot. But one thing, the gripes, obviously I don't want to get into gripes right now. I just want to chat to you about just how I felt overall in this cabin. I like the cabin, it's very familiar to the Ford Rangers, of course. Your lovely 12-inch infotainment screen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and yeah, inside it does stick out. You'll notice the steering wheel, leather wrapped steering wheel, feels good to the touch. There's these illuminated orangey vibes that you'll see across it, contrast nicely with this leather exterior or interior, blends quite nice. I do like the fact that they've thrown a 10-speaker Bowers and Wilkins sound system, which is fantastic. Or Bose, Bang and Olufsen. Sorry, why am I saying Bowers and Wilkins? I'm confused with the Volvos, but the Volvos, that's the best in the country. But furthermore, yes, a Bang & Olufsen sound system, 10-speaker, 660 watts of power that just amplifies in your ears. It will send it ringing quite nicely. But yes, it's very familiar. And also, there's paddle shifters on a Bakkie, which is bloody funny. It's funny, it's cool. Your off-roading modes, your normal, your sport, your slippery, your mud, your ruts, your crawl. There's even a mode called Baja, Baja, which means it can handle the dunes. You can take this Bakkie dune riding around. It really is kind of versatile in that aspect. But you can hear the V6 symphony as I just open the taps a bit. Really does connect the dots. The 10-speed auto gearbox feels good. It feels responsive enough. I just thought this car was just impractical in its essence. I didn't really get the time to take it off-roading, but I did take it on some little gravel off-roading sessions, and yeah, it is fun. It is good fun. I think it would shine off-roading, and in any condition you go, it shines. There is a tinge of wind noise that I'm noticing as well driving this car. Practicality wise, fuel wise, it's not so good. I'm averaging 16.6 liters, and that is simply tapping the throttle, which is, yes, it's not so great. The highest I've heard is 20 liters per 100 kilometers, but the highest I've yielded is at least 17, which is fantastic. Now, I've seen reports, Times Live did a speed test, a 0 to 100 kilometer speed test. It did 6.7 seconds, but I just thought I have a nice little straight road to give it some power. And now we're just opening up the taps. You know, the 294 kilowatts doesn't feel that all that. It feels great, but it does yeah, you remember it is a heavy 2-ton Bakkie that you're moving, so you have to expect it to feel, a little heavier than usual. But yeah, overall, I thought it was quite a fantastic Bakkie. I just think, is it necessary? Perhaps not. Perhaps not. But from an agility perspective, from a driving day-to-day perspective, it handles like a trooper. It handles like a trooper. I've had some people say it's like a Mustang, but in Bakkie form, which is a tad bit exaggerated. And yeah, furthermore, a few more kits and bells and whistles. Yes, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, but who really cares about that when you're paying about 1,149,000 rand? This is a sport-orientated Bakkie, ladies and gentlemen. This, if I'm trying to compare it to, let's say, the V6 Platinum, which I drove not so long ago, that was wild. That was definitely, I think I prefer that more because of its fuel. It wasn't heavy. I was achieving 11 liters per 100 kilometers. It's livable. This is just to tell your friends, I drive a Raptor. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm just gonna drop the window down, as you can hear, and it just goes. So yeah, I like it. I mean, it handles pretty well. It doesn't feel, for a big Bakkie like this, you can really throw it around, which is kind of interesting as well. But yes, I will take it off road, and I will pop that little short segment video just now so you can have a look. Alright, as promised, we are taking it off road, the Ranger Raptor. I'm just gonna quickly pop it into mud mode, or all-wheel drive, of course. Let's put it in. Let's go mud ruts. Yeah, now it's in 4H. So yeah, we are off-roading. Let's see how it handles, and I'm sure it handles like a trooper off-road. We are going bundu bashing out here, and yeah, I'm quite ecstatic, ladies and gentlemen. But let's give it a good hoot. Okay, yeah, it really feels accomplished, and I think that's because of the Fox dampers, actually, that what they've put on this vehicle. So it does feel really well. I mean, and that could also be due to the thick rubber that it has, which is great. And sure, geez, man, this thing is feeling amazing. This thing just, yeah, it's nothing I've experienced before. I've driven all the Ranger derivatives, the 2-liter bi-turbo, Tremor, and of course the V6 Platinum. So this off-road is just something out of the norm. It's really impressing me. Let's see, it feels a bit quick. It feels a bit quick as well, punchy. But these bumps are just, it just handles it proper. Very properly, very nicely. And usually in some other Bakkies that I've driven, like the P series or let's say the D-Max, I mean, I'm jumping up and down. Yeah, I'm kind of casually talking nicely to you, but I'm going off-road, which was nice. So yes, obviously I did take it on some light gravel sessions just to showcase how it really fares. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the Raptor, eh? That was quite fantastic. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ford Raptor. If you want to learn more about it, do click the link below to my full article review on the Ford Raptor, where I get into the nitty-gritty details, the dampening, the suspension, how it feels. That's where I will explore it a bit more. For now, this is just a little teaser. I want you guys to get a feel of it. And yes, catch me every Friday at 12:30 on Capricorn FM for the latest and greatest motoring segment in the country. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's hot. I'm dying. Let me say my byes, and yes, bidding you farewell. Cheers.